Hello, this is Mr. Hornsby 83. I'm going to do my best in the world review. But first, got to send a shout out. Got a new addition to my family today, my niece Melody Lawson. Welcome to the world. And congratulations to my sister-in-law Joyce Ann Lawson and my brother-in-law Matt Lawson. I don't know his middle name.
It's James Matt Lawson.
James Matt Lawson. Congrats to you guys and welcome to the world, Melody. Now on to best in the world. So I think it started out with ACH and Silas Young, and as I predicted, Silas Young lost to ACH. ACH won a pretty good match, pretty back and forth. They both did their high flying spots, and ACH did a little more. The whole feud was over. You know, ACH ain't acting man enough. And you know, that's something I like about Silas Young. He's got that old school mentality. Well, his character's got that old school mentality of what a man should act like back in the day, probably when he was younger. But, you know, men's evolved since then. But I really still like the gimmick. It's probably like one of my favorite gimmicks on ROH. So next up, we got Kyle O'Reilly versus, I think, some new guy in New Japan. Kyle O'Reilly won with a submission, a leg armbar submission, made the guy tap out. And in the end, the dude, instead of doing the code of honor, spit at freaking O'Reilly when he wanted to reach out for the code of honor after the match. So Kyle O'Reilly reaches out for the handshake code of honor, and the guy spits on him. Next up, we got the match between Roderick Strong and Mark Briscoe. I believe I also predicted this one that Mark Briscoe was going to win, which he did. I was hoping Roderick Strong would win because it was his last match in ROH. It was a pretty good match. Really enjoyed it. Wish it would have went a little longer, but it ended. Mark Briscoe wins. Mark Briscoe, he, I guess, cut his hair and pulled off, he had a wig on, pulled off the wig during the match. And, you know, after the match was over, Mark Briscoe extended his hand to Roderick. They shook hands. Everybody's like, thank you, Roderick. Thank you, Roderick. And I want to say his name. Thank you, Roderick. You were the face of ROH, and sad to see him leave. I don't know if he's going to WWE, TNA, what, but I don't know. Maybe he's just going to retire. Who knows? Maybe he's got other plans. So next up, we get the Bullet Club versus Moose and War Machine. This match was pretty decent. It's just, you know, every time I watch the Young Bucks anymore, all it is super kick, super kick, super kick, spot jump, spot jump, spot jump, super kick, super kick, super kick. And oh yeah, by the way, and I think Matt Taven's the one that pulled this up, or brought this up. Why did Adam Cole look more like Kenny Omega with Kenny Omega's gear and everything at Best in the World? And I think originally it was supposed to be Kenny Omega in the match with the Young Bucks, but I guess due to injuries or whatnot, or he has some obligations with New Japan, he probably couldn't make it. So they had Adam Cole, which I'll talk more about Adam Cole later on. Match was pretty good. Young Bucks, Bullet Club, Young Bucks and Adam Cole won. And Matt Taven sitting there talking smack, and I was hoping they'd freaking just super kick Matt Taven. But, yeah, I mean, I like the Young Bucks. It gets annoyed. Super kick, spot jump, and then the match is over. It's pretty much a Young Bucks match. So, next up, I believe, was the tag team match. Yeah, it was. Tag team match between Daniels, Kazarian, Addiction versus the Motor City Machine Guns. and I really liked this match. And during the match, the guy that wrestled Kyle O'Reilly earlier in the night, if I remembered his name, I would say it. Even if I did remember his name, I'd probably butcher it because I'm not good at speaking Japanese. But during the match, he comes out, and also ROH pointed out a guy in the audience that they just signed, I guess, from New Japan or whatever, or Pro Wrestling Gorilla or something. And during the match, the guy that fought Kyle O'Reilly earlier runs out there, attacks the guy that's in the audience. The distraction happens. Oh yeah, and they were pointing out an awful lot. Kevin Kelly was pointing out the fact that Motor City Machine Guns has pretty much owned this rivalry. So when that happened, we get a low blow from Daniels to, I think it was Sabin, and I think they did like a finisher move or something, and pinned Chris Sabin. It might have been Alex Shelley who got low blow. And then we come to find out that the guy that Kyle O'Reilly wrestled earlier in the match had, been working with the Addiction and helped them keep the tag belts, which makes sense because they just got the belts back. I think Motor City Machine Guns will eventually be ROH Tag Team Champions, just not right now because they just reformed and they're both, still developing, I guess. So then next up, I believe was Next up was Steve Corino versus BJ Whitmer. And the way they built it up, even watching the freaking pre-show of it, the way they built it up with Steve Corino talking about, I used to be that guy, I'm evil, and then he's like throwing all these facial expressions. It was freaking stupid. Freaking Steve Corino's lame now, and he was lame back when he was in ECW. He just freaking, he's part of the reason why ECW died out, because instead of giving guys like Rob Van Dam and freaking Tommy Dreamer and better freaking wrestlers than Steve Corino the belt, they give it to Steve Corino. Luckily, they took it off of him quickly and had Rhino beat him. Like I said, he was lame back then, he's still lame now. I just have never been a Steve Corino fan. And I'll be honest with you, I do like him on commentary, but the stupid Mr. Wrestling 3 was freaking dumb. We all knew it was him. I mean, that's like Hulk Hogan when he did the freaking Mr. America thing. We all knew it was him. I like Corino better as a commentator. Screw him as a wrestler. He freaking sucks. Never been a fan of Corino. Fans are like, oh, you still got it, you still got it. Them fans are... Just because he was a big part of ECW right before ECW died, people don't realize he's part of the reason why it died. But, Steve Corino, oh man. And then, worse, the freaking rivalry's going to continue. Yay, this is what we freaking want. Steve Corino, BJ Whitmer. Freaking the lights go out when Steve Corino's about to win. And out of nowhere, Taskmaster Kevin Sullivan. Yay! Let's just freaking attacks Corino with the spike. I agree with Kevin Kelly when he said, God, is this never going to end? That's what I feel. I know he was playing it up that, they brought back Kevin Sullivan for this. So I think Kevin Kelly realizes how ridiculous this stupid rivalry is. And this is one of the stupid decisions ROH makes. It's just really stupid. I don't care about Corino. I don't care about Whitmer. Freaking Corino, go back to commentary. I didn't care about you when you were in ECW originally. I don't care about you now. You're part of the reason why ECW's dead and why wrestling's freaking so bad, because ECW got put out of business. And WCW. And I know a lot of that's also because of stupid decisions by management, Heyman and Bischoff, but oh God, we gotta live through another freaking Whitmer. God. I was hoping Corino would win so we wouldn't have to deal with this crap no more, but it's gonna continue, apparently. But alright, now to the main event, Palate Cleanser, thank God. Jay Lethal versus Super Jay Briscoe. Now look, I love Jay Briscoe. He's awesome, but I feel like they hype him up too much. It's kind of like with Cena and Roman, except for Briscoe can wrestle better than Cena and Roman put together. So, but you know, I still like Jay Briscoe. He's awesome. He's the closest thing to Stone Cold I think they got in the current times. Him and Kevin Owens. But I even think that more of him than I did CM Punk when CM Punk back when he was doing his thing in WWE. But so this match was good. It wasn't as good as last year's match, but you know it's hard to top a great match like they had last year. Plus, there was more at stake with last year's match, so this was just the world title match. Last year it was TV and world title on the line, so really like this match. I like how it ended. I think Jay Lethal is doing great as champion. He's like really carrying the company. I mean, and like I said, I love Jay Briscoe. But, you know, it's just, you know, they hype him up too much. And, you know, I don't have no problem with that because he is a great wrestler. He is the closest thing to Stone Cold I got current day. But, so, now I'm going to get back to the Adam Cole thing. The thing I didn't like about this match was the fact that they should have did it last month instead of wasting Colt Cabana coming back. Who cares? I'm sure CM Punk will probably be mad at me for saying that, but you know, who cares? You could have had Jay Briscoe, Jay Lethal last year instead of doing it here, because with what happened at the end of Global Wars, well, not last year, last month. What happened at the end of Global Wars last month, I think should have set up Adam Cole and Jay Lethal. That's what it should have did. But they wanted Briscoe and Lethal, which is fine with me. Maybe then. But apparently, that's not going to happen for a while, because next, Kyle O'Reilly's the next one to get the shot at the belt. Which I don't mind, because I kind of like Kyle O'Reilly. Boy, you know, at first, when I first seen him, he was in the tag team with Bobby Fish. Because I think I've only been watching ROH since like 2012, 2013. They were in a tag team. And I kind of like Kyle O'Reilly. He's a pretty good wrestler. And I love his submission style. It's awesome. I'm a big fan of submission wrestlers. But, you know, he's getting the next shot, which I think is just ridiculous. Unless Adam Cole does something where, you know, Kyle O'Reilly gets injured, Adam Cole challenges Lethal. I honestly think Lethal will drop the belt at their next one, which I think is Death Before Dishonor, so really looking forward to that match. Really good pay-per-view, aside from the frickin' Steve Corino, frickin' BJ Whitmer crap. I think the last three matches, I think they did too much shenanigans in it. Oh yeah, I forgot the TV title match. So, we had the TV title match, Bobby Fish, Dalton Castle, and thank God the right guy won. Bobby Fish won. Thank God, I like Bobby Fish. I love Red Dragon. They're one of my favorite tag teams currently. And right now they're both doing their singles thing. And I really like Bobby Fish. I think he's great on the mic. He's great in the ring. He's a good TV champion. And I could care less about freaking Dalton Castle. But I'm glad Bobby Fish won. I don't know who he's going to face next for the title. Maybe Mark Briscoe might challenge him for a TV title next. Well, who knows? But, yeah, that was a good match, too. Bobby Fish won, thank God. Overall, this was a good pay-per-view. Almost as good as last year's, except for the freaking crap with Corino and Whitmer and Taskmaster. You know, we don't want to see none of these guys anymore. And them guys will probably freaking ruin the company anyway if you keep freaking putting them in the ring. But, so I'll give it a 4 out of 5 just because of the freaking Whitmer and Taskmaster and Corino crap. But other than that, pay-per-view was good. I think they should have built better rivalries for this one, because last year you had a lot of great rivalries build up. And the thing with Mark Briscoe and freaking Roderick Strong was, you know, oh, he was a little bit disrespected by Roderick, treating him like a little brother. And the build-up was a match year in the making for the world title match. Fish and Castle, they had some great interaction heading into this. the Kyle O'Reilly thing, unless they wrestled in Japan, having a feud. I didn't get that one either. I think it was just there to fill time. Bullet Club, yeah, it was okay. Super kick, spot jump. But yeah, overall, good pay-per-view. Can't wait to see next year's Best in the World. Hopefully they make a better decision for the main event for Best in the World. So please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe for more. Follow me on my Facebook fan page, Mr. Hornsby 83 Topics, which is mostly where I post everything. I post written reviews. I post when I'm going to do a next video, when I'm done with the next video, and all that. And that'll do it. Peace out.